Charlton Athletic take on Leyton Orient in the League One playoff final on Sunday. Here's my humble analysis and predictions for the game. But just quickly before I start, this is an incredibly hard game to predict. Both these two sides are fantastic. Both London-based, going to be a big crowd. Massive game for both. And honestly, it could just go either way. Start with a little bit on Leyton Orient, and they had a really tough semi-final. Stockport were a really good side. I actually thought they were pretty poor in the first leg compared to what we're used to. Had a couple of controversial decisions, but got the draw and went through on penalties in the second leg where I thought they were superb. They're obviously still lining up in the 3-5-2 formation. I have to say Beckles is an integral part of that back line. And obviously they got the top scorer in the division, Charlie Kelman, up top. Charlton, on the other hand, had Wickham. And at the end of the day, they got the job done, and that's all that matters in the playoff semis. But I was actually thoroughly underwhelmed with Charlton. First leg was probably one of the worst games across the whole of the playoffs in the EFL. And the second game, they did deserve to go through, and they were a bit more dominant than Wickham. I thought Campbell and Thierry Small were superb on the second leg. And what will be interesting in this game is that both sides boast two of the top scorers in the division. Charlie Kelman, 23 goals, Matty Godwin, 19. The teams obviously played each other twice in the league as well this season. Charlton got the better of Leyton Orient both times. However, that's obviously not a true reflection of how the squads are today. Look, obviously this is just speculation. This is possibly how they might line up. Charlton in the 4-2-3-1, Leyton Orient with a back three. For me, in my humble opinion, if these are the formations that both teams go for, then the key areas will be Leyton Orient's wing-backs. If Leyton Orient's wing-backs are high, then that will likely keep Ramsey and Edwards where they are and make the two wingers for Charlton push back as well. However, the danger for Leyton Orient is if Charlton's wingers are high themselves and almost cheat a little bit, then that could keep Leyton Orient's wing-backs deep and potentially create overloads for Charlton's full-backs. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's all about the positioning of Leyton Orient's wing-backs as to the effect of the game if these are the formations. With my humble analysis in mind and my favour towards Charlton's wingers, I do actually expect Charlton to come out on top in this game, but I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. 1-1 this game's going to be with Charlton to win on pens. Charlton, Leyton Orient fans, am I talking nonsense? At the end of the day, I'm not a manager, I'm not the players. What do I know?